There are over 2,400 zoos in the United States and over 10,000 collectively around the world. In each and every one of these zoos, there are animals every day being taken from the wild, then being sold and traded across the globe. These animals have no hope in seeing open land again. They're destined to be caged until the day the zoo decides they're too old or the conditions catch up to them. Zoos are advertised as educational, entertaining, and excited places to come and spend the day seeing rare and exotic animals. But behind the scenes, these animals are being maltreated and taken from their natural habitat, being sold and traded with no hopes of ever stepping outside into the wild again. While animal sanctuaries are the complete opposite and are here to protect, rehabilitate, and release. Zoos find their animals from the wild, where they are basically hunted down and then taken. In this experience, many are injured and traumatized, and some are even killed. According to the health.harvard.edu, elephants, for example, do not take very well to this experience, and due to being highly intelligent animals, they have a sense of emotion and very strong ties to their herd. So when an elephant is taken and is alone, they will become traumatized and even in some severe cases, depressed, which will shorten their lifespan. Since zoos cater to an audience to entertain, they continuously breed animals in order to have a surplus of baby animals that everyone is excited to come and see. But baby animals become old, and once their appeal is no longer needed, they're put down in order to make room for more baby animals. Many times, zoos are breeding too much, and they often fail to find a place that wants to buy them and take them in. So they are then forced to put down and kill perfectly healthy animals. The lifespan of most animals in zoos become half of what it would be in the wild. In this photo, you can see some of the ways that they try and actually take these animals. So for instance, the elephants, they have to chain their feet together so they are able to control where they're walking. And in this photo, this is a baby elephant, and you can see how even for a baby elephant, it's taking 4 people to try and tie this rope around it so they can do the same thing and like direct where it's going and how they're gonna take it to the next place. The areas that are designed for animals in zoos are tremendously smaller than the amount that they would have if they were in the wild. These areas often look as if they're portraying what it would be like to see these animals in their natural habitat, but lack immensely in freedom and space. Often to protect the viewers, large plexiglass is installed as a barrier between the animals and the visitors, especially to those animals that are seen dangerous, like lions and bears. While less dangerous animals, such as elephants and giraffes, will have large fences in place in their cage. According to freedomforanimals.org, not only are the artificial environments detrimental to the animal's well-being, but the lack of mental stimulation that is achieved while caged animals cause serious issues within all, especially lions and monkeys. Monkeys are usually completely enclosed in wire caging, surrounded by some trees and vines, but their natural instincts, which involve climbing, are decreased immensely due to the lack of ability to even do so. Lions, which are natural predators in the wild, which love to hunt and run, can't even do so because of the small area they're confined in, and aren't allowed to execute their hunting skills because they are fed on a schedule like a house pet. There is no thrill or excitement for any animal, especially the ones that are completely healthy and can experience their life to the fullest. In this photo, you can see this little monkey and his cage, and you can see how it's all caged up on this side and on this side. The photo doesn't show it really well, but the top is also enclosed, and he's literally just sitting on this one tree that's in there. The ground is concrete, so clearly it doesn't look like he's in a natural habitat. You can clearly see that he's caged, and it's not very organic for him. And in this photo, you can just see this sad lion. He just does not look like he's happy. His paws are out of the cage, and he's not really doing anything that you would normally see them do in the wild. Zoos will have signs near their exhibits that will try and educate and explain the animals that are located inside, but they fail to explain the huge problems we're having in our environment, like habitat destruction, poaching, extinction, and what they really are and what are the things that we can do to help. Animal sanctuaries, on the other hand, they're places where the animals there are only taken due to injuries or taken as pets from people who obtain them illegally. At these places, they are much larger, and the goal is to rehabilitate and only the animals that wouldn't be able to survive and continue their life there are the ones that are staying there. Like if a bird that was taken illegally got its feathers clipped and can no longer fly, then the animal sanctuary will keep them until they die, because there's no way he would be able to survive in the wild without that ability. And that happens in a lot of cases, like when people have lions as pets at home and they declaw them and stuff, like they can't go back into the wild because they wouldn't be able to hunt and find food, so they would essentially die anyway. So that's how the animal sanctuaries are obtaining these animals. These were just some of the reasons why zoos are not here to help and are detrimental to the animal population. Zoos were created with the purpose to entertain and disguise themselves as educators and saviors, while animal sanctuaries are here to help protect and rehabilitate. The next time if you go to a zoo, I hope you take a closer look and see that these animals in these cages are not meant to be there and are in need of change, and decide to support animal sanctuaries instead.